Well, when you hear that sound and hear this sound, 9 times out of 10, unless it's family, it's me. I go by many, many names. Heartless little bastard. Cow shit. I was called a heartless little bastard by some new hire. Went through all the behavior and couldn't come in to work yesterday, and she was telling me about allegedly a death in the family. I said, I don't care about your personal problems. The boss is not here. They will be here momentarily. That's kind of hard to say. We don't care. Find out she told her a different story. And that's why I don't want to hear it, because now I had to tell the truth. Talking about her daughter graduating. She won't last. Can't come and go all your behaviors and then you decide not to come in. Benefit me today. Made a lot of it was non-stop skullduggery at the Minneapolis St. Paul Airport. But this is your favorite audio addiction over here on Spreaker. It booms out to you on the 6th month of the Christmas year, or the 15th day, and it's Father's Day. V-Mongering Radio. I had explained to a grown-ass man at LA Fitness over there in Richfield the difference between what a father is and a dad is. The sperm creates the egg into something, and then you have to be the daddy. I have no children that I know of. No one's knocking on heaven's door here, bitches. I am the daddy to a couple critters. I've always been a good role model to anybody, so I'm that uncle everybody wants to hang out with. Good shit and all, right? Christmas year. Christmas. The holiday season is close at hand. This will be out on Monday the 16th. How in the hell are ya? Did some videos on Carl, the lead hate watcher of Sarasota Tim. Some of Father's Day with him, his came through, but I see we also come through. I listened to Carl's a little bit. Saw him stage, what his name is, pretty epic. He or she or it, I don't know. But I stopped by my dad's grave on the way home and had a sip of barley pop, poured some on his grave. It should be Dad Day. Remember that does the responsibility after they father the child. Happy Dad Day to you. The fathers that ran off after they got her pregnant and knocked her up like a cheerleader. 0 F's given. And tell the kid or he or she is Mr. Popularity. That's my kid. That's my kid. Too late now. Because someone had to carry your groceries the whole life. There's a lot of children foster care. Dave Thomas talked about that. Would love to have a loving dad and mom. I may not be your father, but I will be your daddy. Plain and simple. But hope you had a good time. Went and played golf. Maybe consume some hardcore lesbian porn. Like I told someone today, double standards. You don't like two men having sex, because I mentioned about something, the gay 90s downtown, and the guy looked at me and I said, well, I don't care. $20, not $40. Looked at me and I said, you don't like two men having consensual, airtight sex because we have two holes. You can't watch two women strap it on, scream and holler. It's a very Christian thing to be doing. He had that enraged look on his face. Turned tail and he walked off. Sorry, it's the truth. Nothing wrong with some a little bull dyke action. I mean, I do want to go to a lesbian bar someday and hit on some bull dyke and see how long it take to get on the rack. Promise I'm 9 inches long. Strap it on when she's drunk and have at it. Might look the condom would break. I'd be the father of a child of a dyke. Never see the child again. So yesterday was No King's Day. Here we had stuff going on. We had murders. To dedicate this, the audio, to the people out there. Were murdered in cold blood and shot here in Minnesota. politics. We just can't learn to get along anymore. I don't know what the problem is. But on their behalf, he'll probably take his own life. People just know how to behave themselves. The Hunch had his big parade. Could have been simple. The brown shirts, the red shirts are becoming brown. BlindViews been kind of M.I.A. missing in action. I think because the obsession is too afraid to do a Sarasota Timmy one. He puts that in at the end when he talks about Tater and the other guy. Maybe he's actually spending time with the family and left the garage. She shed his back. But this comes from a draft dodger. I've never served, but I would. Found many excuses to avoid being the 52,000 plus men and women who were sacrificed in Vietnam and pimped and prostituted our army. They walked down Pennsylvania Avenue. Rubio was yawning. We selected a president, not a king. But they celebrated. It was on his birthday, and the Hunch, Donald J. sat there, couldn't sit up straight. I have a hard time a grown-ass man saluting another grown-ass who's not in the military. I know he's the commander-in-chief. Until you can be the president or the House or Senate, you must have served before you can salute another officer. Period. Bush was in the Army. Eisenhower was. We sent people for World War II. Because one was supposed to end all wars, but no, Hitler started the brown shirts in 1921. Came the SS. Then September 1st, they invaded Poland. They capitulated, and Japan pulled us in, Pearl Harbor. Then they capitulated September 2nd, 1945. Then World War II was officially over. Lots of people were murdered by Hitler. He didn't give out death certificates. We bombed the crap out of them. We nuked Japan not once but twice. We rescued them from tyranny. I was talking to a pilot from Holland today. You rescued us, I said. Yeah. And also from coming over here, I won't be speaking English to you. And then he was talking about tanks, how they were built, the Sherman and everything else, how easy it was to fix the transmission. Very interesting. Read, travel, meet people. Who are these brave men, women who fought the 1 and 2, stormed those beaches, snapped the necks to crowds, and freed the Jews? Went up there and he took his own life. The forgotten war. I don't know what we did there. The only guy that was the MASH. Vietnam, like I've said, went on for years, chasing the enemy around tunnels. A lot of wounded, a lot of collateral damage. Afghan War. Desert Storm. Many more. Balls the size of basketballs. And they have ovaries the size of oak tree. That's just like the men and women in blue. They run to fire and problems. God bless the working class as usual. Don't show blood for love. Don't break off a switch, bitch, like Adrian Peterson did. Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant, and the National Guard, Coast Guard. They're in and out of uniform. Thank you so much for your service. This fine, and all the IPs in every country it beams out to, who served us, who gave their life. The white stakes at the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport. When I drive by there, a lot of people that drove by there, I got gas at the holiday. I had to go over there and get some gas, get some sugar babies. I love sugar babies. Bitch, please. Those are milk duds, but I love sugar babies. People were paying respects to the fathers who gave their life. A couple of my friends, my brother-in-law, who was in Vietnam, was in there for 6 years. He was a medic. He had a heart attack in North Carolina in the front yard, but He told me stories all the time about stuff. It wasn't easy. But you make your choices in life. Dave, 25, that moronic idiot, did a video on him today. Did one on Carl. He refuses to read and travel and meet people. For a grown-ass man, for a grown. It disappoints me, Carl. It disappoints me. He needs to get a job at a hotel and talk to people. Discuss things and quit hate watching on Sarasota Timmy. I guess he relies on me. I don't have time to educate his ass. But, you are your choices in life, and you always talk about, would you shower? Would you shower in the shower of Penn State? I would not shower in the shower of Penn State. A young man was bun raped by Sandusky, who gets his pension. Dolly gets it. So be it. The Pope of Pedophilia Entertainment Incorporated, until they're all in orange jumpsuits. The rat line for World War II, they love to get away with it. Go watch the movie, Periscope. You'll be outraged. Just like with Ray Rice, who in the bloody white suit, they needed to be outraged to see the punch in the video. But anyways, we're not showered, just like that guy wanted to buy upstate New York. God knows how many children were raped up there, and Catholic churches start burning them to the ground. Why? Because they're crime scenes. Would you go to Gene Hackman's house where he was found dead? I highly doubt it. Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment complex was dragged to the ground. The shooting of those children in Tallahoe, I can't remember the name, I'm sorry, but was torn down. Until Pedophilia University is all in jail and executed, just like the Carolis. He's dead. She belongs in the gallows or deported for her behavior. Public hanging for that behavior. Guillotine it, I don't care. We don't need drugs. Snap their necks and send their souls to hell. You see something, say something. But you are who you run with in life. If you run with people that are poor, you're going to be poor. Won't people have stature and have to have fun and laughter? And you'll have a great life. I'll be 63 this year. I'm just waiting for the safety. And I'll be at the pearly gates, I hope. I think I should. I'll be there. Outlive my father and my brother, my sister. Just hanging out on the outskirts, waiting for my name to come. I almost got ran over on Friday. I almost did go to the gates. Looked to my left last second. He spit right by me. I had my favorite meal, White Castle, 8 singles, cheese and ketchup mustard. Tonight it's meatballs out on the deck overlooking the lake with special potatoes. This is a condom. If you don't want to be a father of a child and have her carry the groceries, put one on. Smashing gash dental dam. Women require one to get your tubes set or something, because all of a sudden you're going to carry the groceries. And I pumped you full behind. Remember, sluts are selective. Whores with anybody. Whores the backs. See the car. Sluts on the couch. Make love in the bed. Plain and simple. So we don't. I'm just sick and tired of seeing this behavior goes on. Welcome, Sam. Here you go. Make good choices. Line there or line now. Magic Johnson. You have AIDS or not? Carpenter claims he's cured type 2 because he Ozempic. Line there or line now. Jacob. He's out in Hawaii. Jenny Penny, the housekeeper. And don't drink and drive anytime. Call someone. Call Casey Grits. Call Santa Claus. Call Old Man Nation. Call BlindViews. That's the way he hears it. The way he hears it, right? That's all we're asking. Thank you. I've had people murdered by drunk drivers because of poor choices. You have your choices in life always before. Know the difference. Choice and mistake. When you allocate the orange jumpsuit, Your Honor, I'm guilty, and what you do is you take your medicine. Because you can't go to Canada when you're a convicted felon. Thank you from Speculation Sports. We speculate you win. Parasites, a step away from repeating. Marshawn got 2. Watched it on YouTube the next morning. Waiting in the outskirts. Had some nice downloads in the last just a little over 200 in the last 30 days. Sources, I always appreciate it. Spotify pays me, and I appreciate it over there. And Chrome, Apple Podcast has been pretty well lately. It's like 17 here, Spreaker. So this month payments can be $115.35. That's the payment this month. It's pretty good. I'll take it for podcasting, whatever. Like I said, I don't know why. Last time I got any money was $150 from YouTube. So you told me I may get more. This one is a little under 100 left, and then I'll be monetized on here if I get it. I'm working towards 1,000. Slow. I'm not out buying stuff that other people do. That doesn't make any sense. You sub, and I appreciate it. You like it? Great. Thank you. Engage the damn audio, the black screen, the video platform. But United States has been pretty... all the states, California, Florida, Vermont, that's new, New York, South Carolina, Virginia, Wisconsin, Arizona, Illinois, Tennessee, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Idaho is kind of new. Medrani, California, you've been big, Los Angeles, Vermont, and Elk Grove. Florida, Osceola, St. Petersburg, and Cocaine City, Miami. OCALA is 4 times. New York, Yorktown Heights, never heard of it before. East Norwich, Leventon. South Carolina, Lakewood, and North Augusta. I have yet to have a South Carolina on my NFL podcast in a long time. It's strange. Arizona, NACO, Minnesota, Rosemont. Wow. I was just down there. They were just doing this huge job down there. It's a meta facility. Oh, my goodness. Wisconsin is Green Bay, Peanuts, Packer Country. Illinois, City of Organized Crime, Chicago. Missouri, St. Louis. Pennsylvania, Reading once. The Ohio, Medina. Tennessee, Tazewell, thank you so much. And Virginia, Montia and Forest. So thank you. And let me see. I think there's some. Let me see. Where was it? I saw. Where was it? Countries. Okay, Canada, Netherlands, South Holland. Thank you 7 times. Thank you. Someone's enjoying the behaviors. Oh, Canada, Ontario, Toronto, and Georgetown. 5 and 3. Thank you. People ask me why I do that. Why? Because I just want to shout out to the people that are listening to audios. I see you out there. I appreciate it. There's 6 million things. I was talking about how the rise and the fall of ESPN, the 4-letter curse. How many come and go like that, and how much is out there to listen to. I'm like, yeah, you can come listen to my young ass. Watch her mention about support her own on the field. Okay, mini. But anyways, so it was good about the rise and fall of ESPN. There's so much you can listen to now. But you see here. I saw what's his name was at the finals. What's his name was there? The singer with But anyhows, hang on a second. You want to get out? You want to get out, little boy? Go ahead. He's probably got to go poop or potty downstairs. The new doggy pooped in the house again. Got all bad. It's like, it's the way it goes, girlfriend. Oh, but anyways, welcome to the show. I might do one tomorrow. I'm not going to do one on Tuesday. Because that's the... then I got a dentist appointment at 2:50, and I don't need to rush home. I think that's Game 6. Because then it's Friday, it's Game 7, and I have the day off, and I'm going to the auto show. I'm going back to the 50s. I'm going there. I'll use the GoPro 10 and the DJI 2 to do my videoing. Looking forward. Both be like 80 degrees, perfect for videoing. So I appreciate people coming to the channel and listen to the audios. They kind of take time to grow. I think people come and listen and, whatever, and I appreciate it. Some hit it right away. I appreciate any subs, any likes, dislikes, any comments down below. Good, bad, or indifferent. I appreciate it very, very much. Like I just said, there is so much that you can consume. I listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube and a lot of different channels. I see Tampa J trying to make it, but he's subsidized. I'm subsidized at my job. I get paid plus tips. I mean, it's great to get money here. I mean, on Spreaker, Spocker. It is. NFL podcast, NHL, fear mongering, bitch boy radio. So, if I did this survive, I'd be under a bridge. So before you can be a podcaster, you're just not going to get 1,000 views unless you're Shaquille O'Neal. My guys quit after like 5 or 6. It will take you about 6 to 7 to 8 audios here on Spreaker to get noticed. And then when they distribute after 3, it takes a while. You gotta learn to talk to yourself like I am right now, because I'm not live. I'm just streaming. It's like when you do a video in your car, you're talking to people on the other side of the camera. Do I wish I was live? Yeah, it's kind of fun to have someone in the chat room talk to you or something, but you don't get you don't need people to get distracted by that behavior. It's like a 3-way. You got to take care of it. You're trying to satisfy 2 people at once. It's just it's just one time, right? One wiener in the room for me. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful day to be alive. I always say, right? I can feel pain. Made some money this weekend. Weather been nice. Got some rain. Saturday it rained a little bit, kind of off and on. Today it was kind of cloudy, and then sun came out. Now it's kind of got clouds again. It'll be a perfect day to sit in the deck and have Swedish meatballs. But I was talking to that pilot from Holland about we're talking about World War II and other things, and read, travel, meet people. He goes, I like that. I go, yeah. Why not? They told me that. And I said, I've heard before. That's how you understand things and meet other people. Like Carl would be good to work at a hotel and drive a shuttle and talk to people. Where you from? Get educated. He's a grown-ass man. It's disappointing. BS aside, you shouldn't have to. I'm not saying I'm misinformation, but I do read, understand what's going on. World War II, again, September 1st, 1939. We got dragged in and capitulated on December 2nd. But, yeah, it is Father's Day, you guys. Hope you had a good Father's Day. Your father is gone. He's still there. Should be Dad Day because a lot of fathers run off, believe it or not. You see a lot of women of color pushing children around with no one around. It's all fun to have some filthy, dirty sex, but all of a sudden the condom breaks her. She claims she's not ovulating, and then all of a sudden she calls you up, and now you're screwed. What's over? He says he's all water, no seeds. Okay, well, gets to the egg and it grows inside. You have no idea where this guy's at. You take care of that child. But maybe play golf, thought about your father. But I had to explain it to a guy one day what to be a father and a dad is. A lot of absentee dads. So when you stand before the judge, a couple guys, who's the father of the child? Whose blood runs through that child? You pay on that child till they turn 18 and don't get to see that child. It's all great to have good, filthy, dirty, wet, screaming, hair-pulling sex. It's great, man. Screaming and hollering, There's byproducts of that behavior. Like I said, children and disease. That's what my dad told me, be accountable. You'll be held accountable. Running water, it's called. So, I'll call Carl here a little bit, but something about, I guess he went to, I saw New York dying I didn't watch the video because I can't watch oatmeal. I just can't listen to oatmeal. I can't do it. I love you like a brother. I mean, you need to go to the gingerbread house out there in Brooklyn, you know, show people about something. Walk through that world-famous cemetery out there. There's a big cemetery there. Walk through it, show buddy something, you know. But don't go on cruises by yourself. No one gives two Fs. Something about movie theater or something. I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but that's why BlindViews won't. He doesn't want to do a separate video. He wants. I don't think Tater's done anything. I didn't see anything come through. It's mainly not being not run around. He's just building that bussy, right? So I think I saw a video come through. I think I saw Wandering Gypsy's going to go into a schoolie, I guess. I thought she just got a new truck, but I just saw the video. I just saw the title. She's going to go into her schoolie. I'll try to get her to come on, but busy young lady. But I don't know what she's doing. She's another one. I love her dearly, but trying to make money on YouTube. Now she's listened to Wonder Hussy, and she has all her money things on there now. It's like, give me, man. You know, it never hurts to ask, right? So something about Father's Day and going somewhere or whatever else. I don't know. Something like that. What's going on there or something. I don't know. Whatever the hell it was. He went to a movie theater or something, I guess. I don't know. I just see the titles. I don't need to watch his stuff. They all kind of come out together and they talk about what he does. And to me, it's like Casey Gritz says, the hate watchers are better than Tim because, you know, if I was him, I wouldn't strike any channels. The Daily Woo could care less, but Passing Through Productions, that guy, if you go to Passing Through Productions, that guy was an obsessive fan of a lot of them. He had one where him and Demonic Abyss went on a road trip to watch Carpegger go wrestle. I just like, okay, they're in a car, they pick up Demonic Abyss, they eat at a Cracker Barrel, so all these four people, grown-ass people, go and see Carpegger wrestle in some school or something. I'm like, really? It was strange. So he's all about meet and greets, and I mean, I like doing YouTubers, but it's just bizarre. Just like, remember when New York Dan stalking Sarasota Tim and actually walking around? It's just that was funny, but also weird. Again, I told the Huss there was some guy who's waited a whole week to see her. Walked around town. There was a guy who was feuding with Edward James Hubbard. You guys don't know who he is. Edward James Hubbard. And a guy who knew Eddie was there was some YouTuber he liked who was, Denver was his place he'd go videotape. It's like the Creeper. I've heard about him. He's in Gresham, Oregon, where my sister used to live. That's his on his bike, biking around Gresham, doing videos, right? The Creeper, just a weirdo. But this guy hung out in downtown Denver for a month till he finally found the YouTuber. It's like me, what's his name, is in Hawaii, carpetbagger, and looking for the guy, you know, or the Daily Woo when he's in Surprise. I mean, not Surprise. When he's in what the hell is that? The town he's in, Celebration. You know, just these people get really, really weird with these YouTubers. Hey, I saw the Huss one day walking up the strip when they were 2 years ago when they were doing the race. I saw her. I go, hey, that's the Huss. I didn't pull over and get on under Hussy. Oh my God! If I happen to see her sometime in Vegas, hey, Huss, what's going on, man? Shake your hand. You know, I don't watch all your videos, but I'll support you. I mention you as Popple. How's life? Blah, blah, blah. I'll talk to you later. If she wanted to do a video with me, which I doubt it'd be fun, but she can probably take it over. But her and Karl-Mark would have been an epic video together. That'd have been hilarious as hell. That would have drove him insane. But some people just get overly upset. What's it? What? Yeah, it's plenty. Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I'm having 2 meals. Yeah, because because I'm gonna. Yeah, that's fine. Meatloaf, meatballs. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Wednesday. That's fine. That's fine. You got leftovers. That's okay. No big deal. But they just get that obsession with people, just like, because you can reach out to YouTubers. Hey, if I really like BlindViews, I guess, people meet people, they have meet and greets and stuff, and the Daily Woo wants to have a 2026 go to a place, but then he did a walk and talk where he can't talk people more than 1 minute, which if I was a big YouTuber, because I know the Huss yesterday, I'd seen it, and she had a get-together yesterday in Vegas for some art place, and that's about money, people giving her money. And if me and Carl were YouTubers, I'd say, hey, I won't be afraid to have a meet and greet with people. That's real popular. Hey, we're going to be at a campsite. Carol and RV did that in Wisconsin. You shake the hands. We don't want anything in your hands. We don't need money. Me and Carl, hey, thanks for listening to the show. I appreciate it. Send us emails. There's no P.O. box. There's no dry begging. Hey, we went somewhere. That's where we're going to go. We do like a private video, like our live stream. When we sit in the room, we talk, then we release it. But if we do a live stream, there's no money down below. There's none of that behavior. And just like radio stations here in town, 93X. What's his name again? Nick pisses and moans. It's like you want to go see people at places and shake their hands because you have the job. People listen to you. They have like a drunk cruise coming up and give people drunk act like idiots. But I know that what's her name? Who's pregnant? I saw her at the RB show. Shook her hand. Said congratulations on the pregnancy. I chatted for a little bit. Nice lady. But it's like you want to be echoes of heartbreak. I think is what it's called. See here now. No, this is COVID. This is Counter Cove. But your radio station guy, you do want to go see. But people do stalk people on the radio, and they stop YouTubers. There was that Call Me Chris. She's a beautiful woman, and she had to move. She's Kate. Call Me Chris with a K. There's some great shorts. I'd put her in if I had a low budget movie, I'd put her in there tomorrow. I'll put Hussey in there. Just tell her to calm down because Hussey wants to be famous. I'd put her in there. She'd be very funny, make her something fun. But I'd tell her, listen, let's not get high-pitched voice here. Just be Sarah. Don't be the Huss. I love to, get Savage in there. She can be the bitch, be the Charlie's Angels, whatever. I don't know. But, we had a shooting here in Minnesota, up in Champlin. Goddamn political behavior going on. Both sides of the aisle. Pisses me off to no end. They haven't found the end. He'll probably take his own life. Their family was up, heading up north and trying to get out of town, out of Dodge. They had passports. But I get it. I'm an independent Republican. I don't like the hunch. The King people were standing over overpasses yesterday. That pissed me off because you're driving on the highway. People are stopping for no reason because they got to read something, honk the horn. I get it. You want to protest. Let's not pull weapons out. Let's not kill people. That just drives me insane. That's just the violence getting amped up on both sides of the aisle. Especially Fox, where in favor don't care. People love to riot. People go there there are people that go to both sides of the aisles and just love to protest till they want to get in a fight. Like people go to bars to get in a fight, no matter what. And that's the bottom line, bitches. It's too bad, man. But I haven't seen BlindViews. He put M.I.A, but like I said, he just doesn't want to do a show strictly on Sarasota Tim because remember, BlindViews doesn't watch. Doesn't want. It was still funny when he whined about me. That was great. Looking away. You listen. He knows he listens. What else is he gonna listen to? So all he does is, if Wonder Hussey was more popular, let's say she was in 200,000, he would talk about her. I'll support any women on this video platform that want to try. Even Carol and RV. She gets marginalized. Yeah, she could be a far lefty by Line Screw One. The guy is obsessed with her. Obsessed. I want to see the other girl in front of us have her be successful. She's trying her hardest. And I get Wandering Gypsy. I get it. She's trying. The Huss wants to get higher. She comes and goes. I hope they both get tons. Karen RV, I hope she does too as well. Any women on here right away, my God, they gotta send he or she her emails or whatever. Probably a dick pic. I guarantee it. Wonder Huss, he's gotten dick pics. Same thing with Wandering Gypsy. I guarantee it. It's a good song, Smile. But I don't know. It's just too bad, man. But on this video platform, like I said, call me Chris. Look her up. She's a lot of good. My first favorite, I think I told before. My very first favorite one was she's now what the hell's her name is? But it was the hell was the woman's name again? Daily Grace. She was really good. Another one, if you want to go watch, is the old College Humor. They're really good. The Troll Under the Bridge. That is a must-see. I've showed it to people who want to get into the podcasting business and watch the damn thing, and you understand what Troll Under the Bridge means. Great video. See what Carpenter deals with all the time. It's called Carl. Carl? I want to see if JJ's around. He texted me Happy Father's Day, and I'm like, I'm not a father. Are you the father of the child? Live. Sure. Let's call Carl. 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 Let's call the lead hater. The lead hate watcher. See.
Hello.
This is the BlindViews Hater Club. What's going on? Just talking. It was Father's Day, and you're a father, right? You fathered a few children, right?
Couple. At least two that I know about.
I have none that I know of. I did go to a sperm bank when I was younger, so I don't know. So who knows? Made a little money pumping in and having some fun. So.
Yeah.
Who knows? So what's this big thing now with your uncle with Father's Day? What did he do on Father's Day? What's going on with him this weekend? Did he go to some movie theater? What's going on with that behavior?
Nope. Well, a lot of the ladies don't like him, and so they pummel him on Father's Day. And your brother Barry him, he came out.
Yep.
And put a video out, but with no commentary. It's just whatever you think.
Yeah, I know. Barham, well, he dirty deleted that one he did in his tampon jersey. He dirty deleted that one.
I think this latest one's still up there. It's less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'll let him call the show, But it was good that he responded on the video. He said my content was lacking, so I appreciate that, He was. I appreciate that. He gets it. At least he has the balls to respond, because I can't respond on BlindViews, because I'd say something funny down below. He even said it one day. Yeah, I'd say stuff to him, and he would get mad. And then he finally blocked me. He couldn't handle it that I was making fun of him. He can't handle it.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle it. So he was all mad about that. So.
Yeah, can't laugh at yourself. It's not very funny.
No. So he was all bummed out that. Well, you know how BlindViews is. You can't make a comment unless you gotta hail to the king. So
Yeah, Timmy just came out with 2 this morning, and now he's been dark.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know. And his second one was edited, and he doesn't edit, so it's his mom doing the editing.
Well, it's not that tough to edit on a phone. Is he on his phone?
Yeah, but he doesn't. He might know how to do it, but he doesn't do it.
Okay. I mean, I only edit my phone because you just go boom, 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 boom. It marries it. It gives you like about 5 minutes, and boom, you put it up. So it's easy to edit on the phone. It's just simple. That's easy.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah.
But if I'm going to do it with my GoPro, I got to upload them all, marry them together. I don't have that time. When I'm going to go to the car show on the 20th, I'm going to probably do about 6-7 videos. I'm going to walk around with the GoPro and the Pocket 2. You know what those Pocket 3s cost at Costco? You know what they cost? They cost $725. $725 for the Pocket 3.
I thought it was $500 at Sam's.
Well, who knows? It could probably go up because of the hunch. I have no idea. It was cheaper. Yeah. I just saw it. The new ones, it is restocked. It was $720. I've looked on. I'm not going to buy one, but I always go look. I like my Ford. It's getting repaired because the microphone wouldn't connect. So it's under warranty. What are they going to do with it? Either fix or send me a new one. So. But,
the phone just makes it so easy. It's kind of hard to just go to a camera.
I understand that, but I like my camera.
I know. I've got cameras too, but that's why I'm not using them because it's just so much easier.
No, I understand.
Just to use the phone.
I understand. It's easier for me to carry around than the phone. I don't want to run out of power because I have batteries I can use. So when I'm doing a lot of videos, I have batteries. I don't want my phone to go dead on me and then I have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
No, I understand. I get the camera, I get the phone. You have to have that. Then you have that thing you carry that it's a big tripod with you, and it's just you look. I don't know. So
yeah,
I understand. It's personal opinion. You don't do as much as I do. I go out and make content. Like the one I was in the car making fun of you. It's on the Samsung. It looks like a sex object. It's 8.5 minutes. 8:20. I put it in front of me. I look into it. I'd get my point across. It's 8 minutes. I'm done.
Yeah, at least you had the top down.
Yep. But yeah,
act like a little water's gonna hurt you.
Yeah. Well, that one morning, after I got done with that one video, I did those two. It started pouring out. I got those 2 videos in just in time. I mean, it poured outside all day on Friday. It poured. So, so I just saw that. Your boy was you guys all kind of come out together. What's that one guy? Atomic Sage. He's really good. He or she is really good. The Atomic.
Yeah, he spends time. He's a wordsmith. He spends a lot of time getting his words all together.
Mm-hmm. He's good at the word salad. So I gave him a follow.
Yeah, because he has. What is it? Tim was dressed up like a Bass Pro Shop mannequin.
I just don't have time for. I only sub to on both channels. If I need to find you, Carl, I usually get recommended because I watch you. It will tell me. I don't sub to a lot of channels. I mean, I sub on this channel to people that that make fun of people, whatever, satirical. Passing Through Productions. That guy's obsessed. If you go back into Passing Through Productions, that guy go back into his channel. Him and his wife went on this road trip. They picked up Demonic Abyss and somebody else to watch Carpetbagger wrestle in a school. They go down to a Cracker Barrel. I mean, he's all about meet and greets, and the guy's obsessed with the Daily Woo. It's just, I get it. I can talk about Carpetbagger, I can talk about Daily Woo, but I'm not going to watch and then break down the whole video. You know what I'm saying? You watch it and tell us. You know what I'm saying?
I got recommended a 7-year-old video of BlindViews ragging on Carpetbagger.
I've seen that one. It's pretty good. I've seen that one. Yeah,
Back when BlindViews had his mohawk. And
the mohawk. Yeah, he had a weird. Yeah, well, Carpetbagger, he's low hanging fruit, and he's in Hawaii right now, and he went out. Okay, I saw him when he was going to the state fair. in Hawaii. He wants to go to every state fair, right? I saw people in the notes telling him the state fair was canceled. So he gets there and acts like he didn't know. I even went and looked, and I sent him an email. And I said, hey, Jacob, just so you know, the state fair is canceled. He didn't respond. Because one time
the same person that was stranded because his train was delayed or something?
Yeah, and he acted like he used the word stranded. No, you're not stranded. You're behind schedule. He used the word stranded. You're not stranded. Hey, he used that. If you look at his thumbnails, it's always this look like, when the one today I saw, I didn't watch it, and I just saw she's smiling like she always did. He's got this look like he has to fart sideways. But when I used to watch him, he would do like 20-minute videos. Like I keep mine to 12. You know what I'm saying? Over on the you watch my adventure channel, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to watch an hour video. This is an audio. You can listen to me and you talk. I tell stories, and you can listen to me while you're doing something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to watch him tell me an hour. He was in Reno, and I've been there before, and he could have simply done about a 20-minute video. But he thinks, they all follow each other on how long they want to go. Because now Tampa J is doing these 1-hour videos, just like... They don't realize that when you get recommended a video, because usually BlindViews, his videos are how long? Usually 12, 15 minutes, right?
Right.
And he knows that. I mean, I don't blame the guy. I mean, get to your point, talk about Sarasota Tim, who doesn't watch. I mean, he's M.I.A. because you know why he's M.I.A. Because Tater hasn't done anything. So what he does, he'll do a Tater video. So right now he's biting at the bit. Today, this will come out on tomorrow on the 16th. So when Tater comes out with something, then he will do a video, and then he'll throw in Sarasota Tim, and he'll throw in the other guy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Tater did a Buc-ee's video.
Oh, when?
Today or yesterday.
Okay, so I didn't see it, but who cares about? Who cares about? Well, see, that's a bit. People, I don't know what the obsession is there with Buc-ee's. I don't get the obsession. I've been to one. It's not a big deal.
Well, he played it as it's the first one in Mississippi, or it's something like that. I don't know, but it's a brand new Buc-ee's that just opened. But
I think I saw an article on Buc-ee's, and they said that Mississippi was getting one. So I think I saw an article on that, and somewhere else we're making it somewhere else. But I mean, what's her name? Wonder Hussey. First time I really ever saw her, she did a video of the biggest truck stop in Iowa. She was there years ago, and I've been at that one she was at before, many years ago with my brother. It's a huge truck stop in Iowa. It's huge. She was there. And Buc-ee's are just cartbaggers like that. They're obsessed with in Tampa. Those Yankee in the South, the husband and wife team are out of Tennessee. They're from Michigan. They are obsessed with Buc-ee's. They'll go into Buc-ee's and touch everything and show themselves getting gas, walking around Buc-ee's, touching everything. It's a store, and I get it. You know, it's just people get so obsessed with Buc-ee's. When Carpetbagger's girlfriend, the housekeeper, Buc-ee's, she gets all excited, and it's like, calm down, woman. It's a gas station. It's like, Jesus.
I know.
It's like, I get it, you know? Just like people go to Disneyland. They think there's that one guy, they call him Poopy, and he streams every day at Disneyland and walks around. And people give him money, you know? It's like, really? How can you enjoy Disneyland by walking on live streaming? But, yeah, the old carpetbagger, but he was in Hawaii. And then, you know what he does in the video? The Hawaii one? I watched just a little bit of it, and he puts the camera down. And so then she walks up and gives a big hug. So the camera's on the ground, and she walks up and gives a big hug. Like, oh, you know, I'm like, really? You're going to get all emotional? You know, it's like, oh, please. It was just like, come on, man. I mean, he's real hard to watch because he talks really slow, and I'm not listening to an hour show. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Unless he's at some place I may have been to, and maybe it's 30 minutes, I might, because I like information. Maybe he'll give me an idea, you know, of something. Hey, I've seen him go. I came a long time. He went to some place, and I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. I just wrote it down. He went to some place, but I'm not listening to a 1 hour show. I'm not doing it. Him, you know, talking real slow, whispering, you know. it's his walk and talks are epic, just like with the Daily Woo's walk and talk. When things don't go right and they're depressed and they're getting trolled by trolls and he gets all pissed off. And I don't hate the carpetbagger. But when he did that meltdown down there in Florida, that just proved what he was. He was this guy that can't handle criticism. Hey, I don't get it. I used to get a lot of it. I don't mean people want to criticize. Go ahead. You get criticized for getting fired, and Tim does. If I'm Tim, I wouldn't strike a damn channel. Well, I wouldn't strike anybody if I'm in the Sarasota. If I was doing every day, I'd say, keep talking about me, keep talking. I'd keep lying and keep lying. You know what I'm saying? I'd just go ahead, talk about me, Carl. Thank you very much. Play my stuff back, He doesn't understand that, Sarasota Tim. Because if you're going to lie like he does, and people call you out, that's what happens. That's the way it goes, right? I mean, if you're going to lie like that, people are going to call you out. If you're going to say one thing, just like the lady at work that didn't want to come in yesterday, and she told me that someone's dying in her family, but then she tells the boss 10 minutes later that, well, she's all upset because her daughter's graduating. Well, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Because I told her I don't care about your personal problems. I told her I didn't care because she told me that. So then all of a sudden I had to tell the boss this morning. I said, what did she tell you? She goes, why? What did she tell you? She's upset about her daughter graduating. I said, well, I'm going to tell you what she told me. Because she told me that her uncle was dying in New Jersey and she had to go see him. And she looked at me and I said, I told you this woman was not going to be very good. She said, not. So I just said, it's up to you. But I said, when she no-shows, I had to stay an extra hour and a half because someone didn't show today, It's like I get it. I made an extra $30. That's fine. I appreciate it. But I'd rather, the traffic's just a bitch. Downtown Minneapolis, you've got that weekend was in town, and you've got other things going on. But it's like, I don't know. It is what it is. But
yeah.
But I would tell sort of Tim, like Carpetbagger learned his lesson on striking channels. After a while, they can, if it's an illegal copyright strike, you can lose your channel. So you gotta be careful, because it's fair use. So did you tell me that Mighty Python did a 2.5 hour live stream?
2, I think it was 3.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but she had tea, so it was pretty cool. But
come on, I mean, 3 hours.
Yeah, it was long.
I mean, what could you do? And think about what could you do? I could drive to Duluth, Minnesota, and that's a beautiful city to drive to.
I think she talked about how she was running out of time on the month of her contract. 'Cause I think the program she's on, she only gets 15 hours a month or something.
Oh, she's on that. Yeah, on the pro. It's what do they call that thing? What's that thing that you pay to? What?
StreamYard?
Yeah, I just stream right off my computer. I don't use StreamYards. I'm right off my computer. I don't use StreamYard. I'm right off my computer. I take phone calls like from you from my phone. So if you're not, here's the whole thing of StreamYard. Why? What's the big deal? Because I know you can do other stuff because she wants to show other stuff in between. You could do it without StreamYard, but I'm not paying. See, that's why I've always said, if they really want to clean up live streaming on YouTube, like people, let's say me and you are live with somebody, we're going screen to screen, right? And we're doing is threatening BlindViews. We're threatening, let's say Casey Gritz is not our friend, and we're threatening people. A lot of it would go away if they start charging $60 a month to live stream on YouTube, to actually charge for the ability to live stream, like $60 a month for like an hour a day or whatever, and then more money for later. Because that's all.
I like that you can share your screen and then you can talk about what's on the screen.
I think you can do that without it. I think you can do it without it, and I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. If you can do it without it.
I think you can. I think you can. I don't know. I don't really care. But that's I still don't. You still don't need a 3 hour. A 3 hour live stream. I mean, come on. That is a waste of good suffering. That is a waste. That is a waste of some very, very good suffering. I could drive down and see Casey Gritz and show up with my bags packed and live in his basement. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's just, come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just blows me away. Let me see now. Let's see what the hell she did here now. Let me see. Let's go. Let me see here now. Okay, let's see. She did 2 hours and 16. 7 days ago was 240. Though I spoke with Johnny Vegas, more copyright strikes and fake subscribers.
Yeah, that was it. That wasn't 3 hours?
No, it was 215.
Oh, maybe it felt like 3.
That's still, it's a long time. I couldn't listen to Mighty Python. Then she talks about foodie beauty. That woman's a waste of time too. That woman's a waste of time. I've seen a few of her people that bitch about her. She's another bull-faced liar, and she's living out in, I think, Kuwait. But
you were doing a video where you were talking about some chubby girl that mukbangs.
Oh, yeah.
That you would do.
Yeah.
But you couldn't remember her name.
Her name is God, what the hell is her name again? Hungry.
I thought you were talking about Foodie Beauty.
No way. Hungry fat chick. Her name is Candy. Hungry. I think I said the name. Hungry fat chick. She's out of Vegas. She's hilarious.
Oh,
She's hilarious. Go watch her. I troll her account. I always tell her. I always say, I don't listen to haters. People get all mad at me. But she's really Hungry fat chick is hilarious. One time a video about 3 years ago, she bought 3 portions of Chinese. She had chicken chow mein, which I love. She had sweet and sour chicken and something else, right? Beef lo mein. So she goes, all right, you guys, I'm going to have beef lo mein for later. It's a 30-minute video. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I go to the end. What does she do? I'm still hungry. Takes out the beef lo mein, eats all 3 meals. So she's classic. I'd listen to her because she's authentic. She's just eating, talking. She's hilarious. I don't watch all her stuff, but she's hilarious. Where Foodie Booty is just nothing but an idiot. That chick is. She did a 3 hour and 15-minute video on that chick. 3:30 on another one. But Foodie Booty likes to troll people. She's now living in Kuwait. There's another one, a couple people that just talk about her all the time. You type in Foodie Booty, and there's people that talk about her all the time. And she strikes channels, and I would tell her again, just let people talk about you. Because if they talk about you, they care about you, and you'll continue to be out there. It's like, Tim, just don't strike people. Don't. I'd tell him to his face. If I saw him and say, hey, Tim, I don't hate or dislike you. Listen, I talked to Carl, these haters. Listen, man to man here, grown-ass Tim, don't strike channels. I would only wish people play back my stuff and say, look at this idiot walking the railroad tracks. You know what I'm saying? When people have played my stuff back, I send a message, hey, thank you, I appreciate you putting my stuff out there. And then they don't play my stuff anymore because I appreciate it. You want to play my stuff back and bitch about me? Go ahead. Feel free. Yeah, I don't care. I complain about what I do, what I say, my audio. It's just like when Barium Exposure played my stuff back. Thank you. I got the notification from YouTube that someone played my stuff back. I'm like, oh, really? Who? And it was him. I'm like, great, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, great, thank you. I'm not going to go, oh my God, Barium Exposure, how dare you? I'm going to give you a strike. I guaranteed if I played back BlindViews last live stream and talked about it, and played it back, he'd strike my channel. I know he would. He would do it in a heartbeat. He'd play it back. I played some of your stuff back before. I don't think you give 2 F's. Yeah. It's like I do with Dave 25. Whenever he does something, I'll do something. But to be thankful, Tim, people will care about to hate on you, to watch you. Because without it, if it wasn't for Troll Patrol, I don't think I'd be talking to you right now. Because Troll Patrol they said they did the last video on. They go, he's boring, and they didn't do him anymore. And I go, well, I want to see who the hell he is. And that's how I got into this behavior. But Troll Patrol, talked about him all the time. Not all the time. How boring he was. He goes, I can't watch 5 videos, because the Daily Woo is easier to rip on, and Daily Woo could care less, But that's a long ass stream. 3 and God. Mighty Python for that long. Oh my goodness. That's a long ass time. But I still think it's her behavior with this cancer behavior is just that scam behavior,
Yeah.
I still think that's a bunch of BS. But so have you got a new job yet?
No.
So now you get to watch Sarasota Timmy.
Yeah. How exciting.
What?
How exciting.
You know what you should do is you should go find some hotels that need shuttle drivers. How close?
I usually just do Spark and Flex in between.
How close do you live to the airport?
About 10 miles.
What?
About 10 miles.
Because there's a lot of offsite people that they could make some quick cash there. There's a couple there.
Yeah.
They're always looking for help. Hump the luggage. People give you cash. So I think because my brother used to work for the parking spot when he was in Arizona, and they came in here and they bought one of the offsites. I see the shuttles, so they bought one. They bought the company, so they're expanding. I know they're out of Chicago parking spot. I don't know who else is in Chicago, but you know, you get to hump some luggage and get cash. You can actually talk to people. So you saw my video, ripping on you, read, travel, meet people. What's your thoughts on that video?
That's funny, but I don't want to watch any news. It's not. I appreciate though if the nuclear weapons going off. I only got like an hour before I'm fried.
Yep.
I'd probably like to know, but other than that, not really interested. Middle East, they're always going to be fighting about something.
No, I know. I was throwing under the bus for a guy at work today. I was explaining that he's a grown-ass man, didn't know what's going on in Israel. He goes, what? I go, well, he's too busy watching somebody on YouTube. I said, he doesn't know how to read, help meet people. He goes, yeah, I know. So I threw you under the bus. I was having some fun at your expense.
Have you gotten commercials on your feed about supporting Israel-U.S. relations?
No, I have not.
And if you give them money, they give you this little pin that's got a little Israel and American flag together.
Well, that's one thing you don't want to wear in public because you know what's going to happen if you wear that. It's just like putting a bumper sticker on the back, you know, that you're a MAGA. You know what I'm saying? People,
yeah.
You know, you just don't do it. Only on the back of my car is a Speculation Sports bumper, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got on the back of my car, you know? So I get that. You can support Israel by verbalizing it right now, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But when you start doing that stuff, who you support, if you support the gay community or if you're a gay man or whatever, you know, people start, like if you put the back of your, you know, the Cowboys, the back of your vehicle or something, whatever you follow in another city, people will do shit, you know? So, I don't know. But did you hear about the shooting here in Minnesota?
No.
Okay.
Of course not. You haven't told me about it.
Yeah, well, some guy murdered a congressman here in the hubby. So, no King's Day, so he murdered. He was a Democrat. Took her out. Ran off. They haven't found him yet, but he's that kind of guy that did that murder. He'll kill himself. He's too ballless to turn himself in. So.
I did hear where some senator in his own state got thrown out of a room and handcuffed by ICE or something.
That was the senator from California, and what's her name? That what the hell's that chick's name? She's all dolled up. What the hell her name was? She was having a speech, and he identified himself. So they pushed him away. You know, they knocked him on the ground, handcuffed him. You know, so he was trying to ask a question about the ISIS behavior. So, you know, she made it sound like he didn't. He identified himself right away. They tossed him down. Hey, he has every right to be there. He's a senator, elected senator. And I get who you are, whatever her name is. I can't remember her name is. The chick who does. She's an ISIS person, right? Where the hell that chick is? But he, you know, wanted answers. That it was very disturbing to see a senator get tossed to the ground by simply pushing him back, and they tossed him down, and they go, "You can't film here." You know, they were filming the whole thing, and he cuffed him right there on the floor. They let him go, but it's just. I mean, you haven't heard about the shooting here in Minnesota. Maybe Google it and read it. Just write Minnesota Google Champlin. Just do me a favor and read it. It's pretty sad. I mean, it's really sad. I don't like the hunch. I don't hate the guy. It's just like BlindViews claiming that I hate the guy. Have I ever said I hated BlindViews? No. And I would never go beat him up either. You know what I'm saying? That whole little rant was like, yeah, okay. let's fearmonger his people in there. You know what I'm saying? Have a hate rhetoric on the guy. You know what I'm saying? But this hate rhetoric going on in this country is why that lady got murdered and her husband by some guy at 2:00 in the afternoon. He disguised himself as a cop and killed her, murder in cold blood, because of the political unrest in this country, which both sides of the aisle are responsible for. Would you not admit? Would you not agree?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't watch much politics. I mean, I'm kind of yelling at the wall, but I think, no, I'm not trying to.
But it was disturbing to me that a senator could get thrown down and cuffed.
But I just the conversation I just told you, I've seen this coming. You've seen something that you actually saw because it probably was recommended. I look for that stuff. I read every day. I keep telling the Star Tribune. I read the Pioneer Press. I had maybe 20 minutes today between runs because we were short because people no-showed. And I read the Pioneer Press, and I ate my lunch, but I read information. I read. I travel. I meet people. And I knew about that because I saw it right after it happened. I heard him interviewed on the YouTube, right there live on the show when I was watching. I was pissed. He identified himself. He wanted to ask her questions about the ISIS and the behavior going and people in down there in L.A. Man, he represents California, and they cuff him. I mean, what's going on with you people? This is what. Could you imagine if Biden was in office right now, and they had the war going over there in Israel with how much they'd storm his place? If a Democrat did that to a Republican senator, could you imagine Fox News? Could you imagine Fox News? They still blame Obama for stuff, but again, you don't listen to the rhetoric of the chick who does the briefing, that bull-faced little liar. She still blames Obama for things, and he's been out of office how long? Biden this and Biden that. Can you start taking responsibility? It's like you blame your father for your poorish behavior in your life. You know what I'm saying? After a while, man, a good friend of mine, his dad was very abusive, but he told me, Cowboy, it stops with me. I'm not going to do that to my children. He goes, it stops with me. I'm the only child. He had 5 children. And he goes, it will stop with me. I will not be like my father. You know what I'm saying? But to see a senator, probably the first time you saw something like that, because you didn't go look for it, you don't read it. But I mean, I know I'm busting your balls and you're a grown-ass man, but I will tell you, you have to read what's going on in this world and get a little outrage, regardless what side of the aisle it is. Hey, Ted the Talk had a friend of mine. I was talking to him on my way home yesterday. He was raging, praising Trump on the way home. I went, okay, I just, about the parade, this or that, the No Kings Parade, but no one cared about, spending our money, walking, parading our military. That could have been done. I get the parade. That could have been done a hell of a lot easier without all the goddamn, all the weapons and the tanks, But, No King's Day and people protesting. It's good to get up and be seen and say something. I think it's great. I mean, I don't want immigrants coming here that are illegals as well. But now look at he's capitulating on the immigration now because he realizes they pick our foods in California and they clean the hotels, the immigrants do, and the slaughterhouses. So now he's picking and choosing who he wants to get rid of. Again, they're line now, right?
Yeah.
Again, you don't like 2 men having consensual sex, well then you can't be on red tube watching 2 women. I'll say that over and over again. That's called double standards. So now the hunch, and I don't want to talk about politics here. I know that Casey Gritz probably already clicked off already, and that's fine, but I'm not afraid to speak up and speak out. I see something, I say something, but I'll read it again. People don't. Dave 25, I had to explain to you about Israel before it's even happened on the phone. He called me up and he goes, "You're right." I go, "Yeah, that's where the war starts, the Middle East, and it ends." And the hunch is just playing a video game in L.A. That's what he's doing. He's playing Dungeons and Dragons, whatever the hell he's playing, because he loves it. The guy's never served our country. I don't like a grown man salute another man who's never been in the military. I know he's the commander-in-chief, but to be a commander-in-chief, you had to be something. Before you're the president, you've been in the military. Before you send someone else's son to war. Because trust me right now, Carl, there are people behind enemy lines in Israel from America doing the dirty work because we're helping them knock down the missiles. So we're involved, like it or not.
Well, we've got a gazillion military bases all over the place.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Because guess who Iran is bed with? Russia. You look in the Bible, what it says. Guess what happens? That's where the war ends and starts. That's where World War III, and then World War IV will be sticks and stones. And you go watch the movie The Day After. You ever seen the movie The Day After?
Yeah.
The same kind of thing. It was tit for tat, and the guy's in the grocery store, he goes, what happened? We shrunk one of their battleships. We shrunk one of those, wherever it was, but the bottom line, then it turned into all a war, and pretty soon people walking around there with nowhere to go, So, no, they're never happy over there. They're never happy in Iran and Israel. I don't blame Israel because they want us. Again, why do you think they don't like pork? Because me and you are considered pigs. That's why they don't like pork. They think that we're dirty. That's why they won't eat pigs. That's why they won't eat pork. Because they think that everyone's dirty. So, I don't know.
Yeah, oh well.
I know. But how's the weather out there?
It's just cloudy.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Nothing exciting.
You want me to call Marky?
Mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you'll call Marky. We'll see that. Hang on a second now. Add a call. We'll see. And if not, we'll head you down the road. Here we go. Let's go call Marky. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, not much today.
We're on here with Carl. Are you there?
Mark?
Are you there? Hang on.
How's it going back there?
Good. You got it. There you go. Welcome to the show. You're with Carl.
Oh, hello, Carl.
Hey, what's up, Mark?
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Yeah. How's
I hear Carl doesn't listen to the news. He doesn't educate himself.
So you like?
Well,
I was
I've got you and Cowpote for that.
I was just ripping on him right now before you
I
called.
get both sides.
Well, I think he's listening to Rusty over there in New Mexico too much, because Rusty says, turn off the news, don't do any of that, don't believe it, just live your life, don't give it, because there's nothing you can do, you can't even change it. And so, but I haven't heard Rusty's name come up too much with him. But he must be.
I mean, Rusty and I are kind of similar, but I don't do it because of Rusty.
I was busting his balls when you listen to this back. He doesn't read, travel, and meet. You saw the video you did today in the guy. He's a grown ass man.
I've always, I guess, been informed about stuff. When I was in grade school, I would sit down to watch the CBS Evening News with Walter Cronkite, or watch the Watergate hearings and stuff like that. So I try to, but I always try to listen to both sides, and especially with the media nowadays, you don't know what to believe, and you just have to sort it out in your mind and filter it.
It's how your values are. What your values are.
But you have to look at both sides, every side, yeah.
Correct. You got to listen to both sides, but some people get brainwashed. Carl was actually surprised to see a senator get knocked to the ground and get handcuffed. I thought, that's not cool. And I don't know if the shooting we had up here in Minnesota. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah.
You know about that, right? The shooting?
I do.
Yeah,
yes, I do.
He didn't know, so.
Oh. Well, there was a woman protester that was down in Georgia there that got arrested for wearing what do they call them? The mask,
Yeah.
Just a regular mask you wear during COVID and everything, because they have a law there that you're not allowed to cover your face. So she got arrested for that.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Yeah.
Well, the hunch said anybody wearing a mask, arrest them. That's what he said.
Well, yeah, they have
So
but anyway, but there was only about 10,000 at the Happy Birthday Parade, and there was about 5 to 6 million around the country, doing their thing and partying. So hey, whatever.
They had one here in St. Paul. So then that murder happened. It kind of got thinned out, and there was two. The Hopkins, the girl up on the hill, she's in the band, and Hopkins was supposed to play in the St. Louis Park Parade, and the one out in Buffalo, but they canceled it. They canceled their thing to go because of the shooting. They were for some reason they got spooked, so they had two parades, so they didn't go, which is too bad. They got spooked by the shooting, so. He's still at large, but Carl didn't know about that. So, but it's good. But
Carl, you're going to have a talk with your wife.
Why?
She cannot interrupt you. She cannot interrupt Carl while he's videoing. He made one out. I think I watched it yesterday, and she was in there, and he's talking to her while he kept the audience hanging on the hook here. We're going to have a talk with her about that. I'm sorry that, you know what? There's times she can be a boss of the house, but, she's got to respect you once in a while. So.
I tell her I'm filming, and I'm like, if you want to be out of it, you just need to be quiet. I'm good talking.
Right. It sounds like she was starving for attention, or she actually would love to be in the video, but then she'll come back and say, no, I don't want to be in the video. So she's either going to be in the video or
stuck there. She says she didn't want to be in it, and she'll talk to me while I'm filming. I'm like, I'm not going to spend all that time and edit it out. I told you that I was filming. You can see I'm filming. It'd be like if your wife, when you're under that tree, if your wife came out with the dogs or something.
Oh yeah,
you're out there filming.
I would love to film inside where it's nice air conditioning and everything. That's not possible because then I've got the dogs on me, I got the wife, and then I gotta go find a room. It just wouldn't work out.
That's why
I'm too cool. You got that studio, and then you got the camper and stuff that you film.
That's why I video in the backyard down by the creek. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm self-conscious too. I have to be out and away from everybody to do my stuff. I'm very self-conscious about, and I'm self-conscious too about making sure people are, I don't know. I'm not that person where I'm very confident sometimes. So
you do just fine. You do just fine. Us old men do just fine. Anyways, gentlemen, Mark, I appreciate you coming on for the short time here. And Carl, please read, travel. Mark, anything you want to say before we cut? I go have some meatballs. Anything you want to say?
I don't know. Maybe Casey Gritz has to have a talk with Carl about some of these things. I don't know.
And also, your buddy Barry. What about your uncle Barry Exposure? He dirty to leave. What's your thoughts?
Oh, gosh.
We got to give him some love. Go ahead, give him some love. Go ahead.
Well, I got a little too vulgar in my video today, so I just didn't put it out.
What do you mean too vulgar? What do you mean?
I was cussing too much in it, and I thought, well, I better kind of tone it down a bit.
Who were you cussing?
Oh well, the Hunch and Sarasota Tim. So what I can say with Barry Exposure, come on, you got to put out some original content. You can't just be going on and copy and paste a Timmy video on there. That don't do no good. Yeah. You've got to come back and don't put it off just one day. What if I don't watch it for one day on there? But, allegedly, I think his doctors probably told him that he needs to kind of settle down a bit.
He already deleted that one video, so.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's a good thing that right before I went to bed, I texted you and I messaged you on that and said, hey, we put one out because when I got up, the next morning it was gone. So yeah, good thing you saw it just in time.
Yeah, it was perfect. He commented on my video. He commented on the video, so
yeah, I saw that.
Good for him. Unlike BlindViews, I'm blocked on both my channels. He's M.I.A. too as well. BlindViews. I haven't seen him, so.
Yeah, he's probably over at the grandkids or something with Father's Day thing.
Well, if he only does a video, if his boy does one. Tater. Then he'll put in BlindViews and the other guy. So Tater is the lead Lynch of the whole video. Then he gets into a guy he doesn't watch, right? And then the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what he does.
Tater needs in the views.
Right.
Yeah.
So he goes Tater, Tim, and then the free guy. Nobody else. And then somebody he's stalking over, some chick or something. That's what he does. So whatever, some hot blonde. Anyway.
Oh yeah, but hey, all I can say is it's hot as hell down here. I don't think you'd like it. It is well over 100 degrees.
Jesus.
Well over. I mean,
it's
about 110.
It's 70 degrees here right now.
Jesus.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm 82 with humidity.
All right. Well, I got to go. I appreciate you both
Still got to be better at 100.
coming on. Carl, I like busting your balls. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Mark, you be good too as well. Casey Gritz is out there. Maybe we'll do a show later on, maybe Monday tomorrow. But anyways, both you guys have a good rest of your Father's Day and a great week, and we'll talk to you both along the way. Okay?
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks, guys. There they go, you guys coming on the show. I appreciate it very, very much. Remember the military, like you said, September 1st, 1939, World War II kicked in. Capitulated September 2nd, 1945, Japan, the mighty Mo. We appreciate the military, the armed forces of all the branches, the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Merchant, National Guard, Coast Guard. They're not in uniform. And the men wearing blue who run to fires. Thought we were speaking English because of them. Forgotten Vietnam, Afghanistan, Desert Storms, balls of oak trees, men wearing blue, and God bless the working class. All right? Make good choices in your life. Would you shower in the shower at Penn State? I would not shower in the shower at Penn State. No. Safe sex, thrill pill, Trent Cherry Batch. Women carry the groceries when you father a child, okay? And you're long gone. Anyways, guys, don't drink and drive. We appreciate everybody out there in the outskirts, wherever you're at. Fear-mongering radio. Hope everyone had a good Father's Day and have a good week. Share it, love it, like it, whatever. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky Yahoo, man. Hey, man. Don't get it if you got it, man. Oh, and none of this. Ladies and gentlemen, Monty Python, I am out.